Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 officially. Now, before I get started, I would like to apologise for yesterday. I did have a few problems with the uploading. I did post it on Facebook and Twitter of how long it was going to take. I said it was going to take, I think, 344 minutes to upload. I got told it was a glitch and cancel it and do it again. It did exactly the same thing, so I gave up on it. But there was also other reasons, which, as I said in the video before this, that I, with a question mark, episode 4, some personal things of why I haven't uploaded episode 4, but now to what really grinds the gears, guys. I just had to get that out there. Yesterday, like today's Friday, yesterday Thursday, I went to KFC for dinner, and this is one thing that really annoyed me. I was standing in line, one person in front of me, I was the person behind them, so I thought there's no one here. I stood right back behind the way back behind the registers. I sort of relax here for a minute, won't interrupt anyone. So then two customers come in, goes in the middle of me and this customer, but doesn't go directly in the middle, goes to the side to that first customer in front of me. So I'm thinking in my head, I should get a bit closer and make sure he doesn't actually cut in front of me. So I thought to myself, nah, he won't do it. He's not that rude. I stood back. I had money in my hand, so it was obvious I was buying something. I didn't have a receipt. I had money. I was sitting back like this on a wall with a $10 note in my hand. I don't know how he could have missed it. And I'm sitting there, and then suddenly, next customer, the KFC staff member was standing there and saw that I was there. So what do? Next customer, he jumps in, cuts in front of me, and she lets him. I hate when people do that. I hate that customer service. And then when it came to me being served, after this bloke in front of me got served, there was a woman who came in after him, was behind him. As soon as said next waiting, I did the rude thing. I stood in front of her because I was actually next. She was walking in as it was next waiting. Now I didn't look at her when she said it, when she was walking in, because I didn't want to see her reaction. But as I walked up to the registers, KFC girl goes, "Oh, gee, okay." She had no idea that I was next in line. She did not pay any attention at all. And even while she's getting my meal ready, tells me that the food I'm getting is about a 5-minute wait for one, then has a joke with another customer about the meal. That's the worst customer service you can ever get. And I was so tempted to complain about it, because they tried nothing to make sure that I was happy. They didn't even give me my drink. They served everyone else and gave them their drink while they waited for their food. I didn't even get my drink. I was so annoyed with KFC last night. And that was meant to be a rude introduction to the previous video, but if you look to the warning now, you'll see the warning has changed. And that'll give you a little bit of a hint to why last night's episode didn't go up. But yeah, so I've come prepared this time, guys. I've actually written down stuff that I'm actually going to say. So won't be kind of extended like the other one, stalling a lot like the other one. This one I've got about 5 things written down. Now 6 because I added the KFC on. So let's get started then. To what really grinds my gears, it's been spoken about a lot. 12s. Oh God. 12s. Why? You say you're not 12s. They say they're not 12s. You have an argument with them calling them a 12 and sometimes you're joking around, sometimes you're not, and they argue back with you saying they're not a 12 because they don't dress like a 12, they don't act like a 12. You don't have to do exactly what a 12 is implied to do. You just have to do the little things that a 12 does. Which in other words means dressing in clothes that end about here and here. If you don't want guys like me, or anyone out there in the world staring at you because you're wearing revealing clothes, then don't dress up in them. Don't wear them. But I'm going to keep looking at any girl who dresses like that, who actually looks good. But if you don't want people staring at you, and you don't want people commenting on you like this in these videos, then don't dress like that and don't act like them. Swag, YOLO, C-Town for life, bro. No, don't do it. No one wants to see that. No one cares. I know a person who is a 12-y, who sends, when I speak to her, she says swag. And just to be smart, I just go back to her and say alicious. So swag alicious. Just to be annoying. She just laughs at it. But the thing is, Me saying that is just thinking of their level. But that's just me trying to become friendly and get to know them. Like, it's just, like, if you don't want to be spoken about in videos like this and you don't want to actually be spoken about in person and don't want to be insulted for being a 12-y, don't dress like one, don't act like one at all. Be a normal person. That's all I have to say for you 12-ys though. That's all you have to do. It's what really grinds my gears about you. Okay? Slow drivers. People who in a 60 zone drove about 40k's, 30k's, 50k's. Wake up to yourselves. Come on. I had it yesterday. I was coming home about to do this video. Last night, I come home. I'm going home. I come up the street that's off my street. I'm not going to say any names of the street because I don't want people coming to my front door who I don't know. And what happened was this person's going in a 60 zone, going 40, and then going 30 round bends. Not even a massive bend. It was a small bend round a corner. And then they actually got to turn off my street. And guess how many Ks they went round the corner? 10! Had to have gone 10 kilometres. I was sick of it. I was just sitting there. I was just waiting for them to turn. I flew straight past them. I just put it into gear and went. Sick of people who do that. If you're going to do that, get off the road. Or pull over and let people go past you. Because I'm pretty sure I had 2 other cars behind me who were waiting to get past. And it's ridiculous. No one wants to have to deal with that. Facebook, in other words, the To Be Honest, like for a To Be Honest, like my DP for a To Be Honest and all that. If you're going to do them, and if you, especially this, if you say, we'll do all, make sure you do all of them! The amount of statuses I've liked, not just me, people out there as well. I'm defending a lot of people with this. People out there who put these statuses up, like my DP for a To Be Honest, like for a To Be Honest, all that type of stuff. And you say, we'll do all of them! It is absolutely ridiculous that we have to sit back on Facebook and click like to like for a To Be Honest, and you don't give it. Even if you're like, if someone's sending a message to you, and you don't want to reply, you don't want to talk to them, delete them! Block them! Don't just keep seeing the messages. You just forget that once you click on a message to get rid of the notification, it says on the other person's account, seen at this time. In other words, you've seen the message, you're ignoring them. Or in the next day or something, you explain why you didn't reply. Or in my cases, you get yelled at for trying to say hello. It is ridiculous that people like me, or anyone out there, any girl or guy, anyone, who says hello to someone on Facebook or anywhere, on Facebook, and then they get no reply, and no reason why there's no reply. If you don't want to talk to them, delete them or block them. It grinds my gears, it annoys other people. That's the problem we have in this world, is that people just don't want to take initiative to do things, that what annoy people, they don't want to get rid of it. They just want to let it go. Ignore it. No! Get rid of it. Block them, delete them, whatever. Tell them to go away. Doesn't matter. Just get rid of them. I don't want to have to keep having to go on Facebook, liking for a To Be Honest, getting nothing, sending a message, getting no reply, and then getting yelled at for messaging you so many times. Because you're online and don't reply. Wake up to yourselves. Come on. Probably the last thing I'm going to talk about. There's 2 bits to this story. Parents and their kids who let their kids cry in the middle of like public areas like shops. I was at Woolworths last week. I was sitting there in an aisle, and then suddenly a kid starts crying because something happened with their mum or something, I don't know. And then the mum did nothing. The mum just continued on shopping. Baby's sitting there crying. It's completely oblivious to their kid is crying. If you're not prepared to stop your kid from crying in public, don't bring them out to public. People like me doing a job, or people who are shopping in the same store, do not want to hear your baby crying. I'm so keen to look at the baby and just go, shut up! But I can't do that because then I'm rude. So I do it in the videos. Like, it's just stupid things like that. Like, you can't go up to them and say, excuse me, can you stop your kid from crying? Can you tell your kid to be quiet? You can't do that because it's their kid. They'll say to you, don't tell me how to discipline my kid. I'm not telling you how to discipline your kid. I'm asking you if you could shut your baby up so we can get on with our lives. And not have a screaming baby going in our ears. And it was the same day. Same day I had a mother and a child go past me in an aisle. Like, I'm doing work in one aisle and then suddenly it goes past and then suddenly the whole aisle stinks of poo. I'm not kidding. It was revolting. This kid must have crapped itself. Had to have. There's no way a kid would have done a fart that would have lasted 20 minutes. And I know it wasn't me, because I had a customer come by and about 5 minutes later and say, oh, geez, mate, you got a stink down the other end of, the other end of your shop down there. I said, well, thanks for telling me. I won't be going down there now, thanks. But, like, that type of thing, guys, like, it's just, how could you not smell your kid if you're walking behind it? I'm standing away from you, and I could smell the kid. You're standing behind it with it the whole time. How could you not smell the kid? Like, that was the worst one. Like, having your baby cry is one thing, but then having your kid crap itself and not fix it. It's ridiculous. Like, I had a customer about 2 weeks ago said, can I just leave my basket here? She's got to go to the toilet. I said, okay, I'll keep an eye on it. And then what I do, I kept an eye on it for like 20 minutes until this dad came back with her kid, which I'm nice enough to do. Which is why I'm not bragging about. I'm not getting angry about it. What I'm saying is I'm courteous enough to take care of someone else's things so they can go fix their child. People just don't care. Just walk around with their child, either crying in pain, crying because they can't get what they want. I'm not saying give in to your child and they stop crying. I'm saying tell your child to stop crying. It's not going to get you anywhere or something like that. My parents, if I was crying, they'd say, oh, stop crying, it's okay. They wouldn't go, okay, here's your toys, whatever. No, they didn't give up on that because my parents are actually good parents. That's something people have got to get into their heads. Your parents are the only parents, your real parents you're going to have. Get it through your head, people. People who are leaving their houses at 16 because they don't want to be with their parents anymore because they don't like them anymore. Some parents I've met, and I've seen what they're like with their kids, and then when they got people over. Now, I understand that, like, there's a difference between that. Like, obviously your parents are going to act a bit nicer around a guest being over. But then again, I was at a house for a week with my ex's parents. And they're just typical parents. They treat you as a parent. They're not horrible people. No parents are horrible people to their children. To some extent. No parent is going to be perfect. All you people out there my age and younger or older, got to get through your heads. No parent is perfect. My parents are not perfect. My auntie and uncle are not perfect. No one's perfect. My neighbours are not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Get it through your heads. You have one real parents in your life. Don't throw them away. Now guys, that's what's really grinds the gears for episode 4. Sorry about it being late. If you didn't realise, yes, I got a haircut. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to the video, like it, comment, share it. Stop motion's up here. You got Facebook down here. You got YouTube and Instagram up here. You got Twitter down here, and you got hashtag grinds the gears here. Guys, there's one thing I just want to say that is left. I want to start knowing, because episode 5 is coming up next week. I want to do something different instead of just me talking. I want to know what grinds your gears. I want to know what actually annoys you. You can use your own type of text, but send me something on Twitter, on Facebook, Instagram, like, send me something. I want to know what grinds your gears, and if it's good enough that I can actually bring it out, I'll tag you in the video, and I'll actually present it on the next video. I want to know what grinds your gears. I want to know what annoys you. Q&As, everything. I might even do a separate Q&A video to these things, but I want to know what grinds your gears, guys. Now, this is going to be the longest video I've ever done. It's going for 15, it should be over 15 minutes with the edits, but 15 minutes I'm going for the actual video of me talking. So guys, yeah, Tell me what really grinds your gears. I want to know. Like, put it in the hashtag grinds my gears, so I know what so I know. And yet, like, just that type of stuff, guys. I want to know what grinds your gears. Again, Stock Motion's up here, Facebook's down here, you got Twitter over here, hashtag grinds your gears here, Instagram and YouTube up here. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment, subscribe, like it, and share it. See you later.